Hey everyone, Big Mac here. Welcome back to part 6 of Let's Play Pokemon. First of all, I have to apologize for one thing. If you guys have noticed, my Pokemon's levels are slightly different than they were last time. I don't think anyone's learned anything else new or interesting, but I made a huge mistake last time. I forgot to save my game. So you guys saw that I saved right before going into Misty's gym. I basically had to redo that whole part up to here. So I had to go back to that route all over again, defeat Misty again. So that was the third time that I had to beat Misty. Anyway, let's go ahead and check around some of the stuff that we are going to do while we are in Vermilion City. Vermilion? Yeah. Anyway, this guy loves Rainbow Dash. I mean Rapid Dash. Yeah. Yeah, let's stick with that story. He likes Rapid Dash. Not Rainbow Dash. Anyway. So of course if we go back to stop yawning. Okay. When we go back to Vermilion City, Cerulean City, we're gonna go ahead and get our bicycle. So yay! Hooray for that part. Only other thing I did was, I haven't done that yet. I can't keep track of what I did in a practice run and what I'm doing in real life anymore. They're all just blending together. Anyway, let's go ahead and capture a couple of Pokeballs. And let's get a couple of these Super Potions as well. Couple awakenings. I did also go back and sell the nugget like I had mentioned I was going to. These rare candies, you can sell them. I tend to just kind of stockpile them for no good reason, because I keep telling myself that I'm going to save them for later, but then I usually forget about them anyway. So yeah, we've got that going for us. But why are we grabbing some more Pokeballs? Well, this is going to be our last episode with Leti, I think. Actually, wow, we're going to be switching out Leti a lot sooner than I was expecting. Here we have a SPEAROW level 13. Of course, Poncho could take this thing down really easily. However, what we're actually going to do is use this Pokeball that we found. Yes, Pokeball, thank you. Hold down random combination of buttons in hopes that it works, because you've told yourself that it works. And we caught another SPEAROW. Why are we catching another SPEAROW exactly? Well, turns out that somebody in Vermilion City really wants a SPEAROW. Turns out it's this little girl here. Now, in some way, I feel like I'm really shortchanging her, but she's like, "Hi, do you have a SPEAROW? I'll give you my Farfetch'd, which you're never going to find anywhere else in the rest of this game." I probably should have healed up my SPEAROW as well, but whatever. It's not my SPEAROW anymore. Not my SPEAROW no more. So, in all honesty, another reason that I wanted to get a Farfetch'd was because I'm going to use Farfetch'd basically as an HM companion. Farfetch'd is not going to be part of the team. He's just going to be stuck hanging around. He's just going to hang around us whenever we need some convenient things, because Farfetch'd can learn Cut and Fly. So that's going to be a useful thing for us later on down the road. So again, he's not going to be part of the official team, but unfortunately, I can't give him a cool nickname, because his nickname is Dukes. It's just Ducks. Farfetch'd is, by all respects, Farfetch'd is a mediocre Pokemon. None of its stats are that great. However, the one benefit that you do get in this game, of course, is if you were to use a traded Pokemon in your team, then that traded Pokemon will actually earn 50% more experience than one that you had caught in the wild. So what we're going to be doing now for the next little bit of a while is I am not going to be training Leti at all anymore. So, in fact, all my current team is just going to consist of Pancho and Arturo. They're the only two that I really need right now anyway. In here is Diglett Cave. We'll actually go to Diglett Cave a little bit later. But for now, let's try and gain some experience by tackling these trainers that are out here on Route 9? Honestly, I don't remember the names of all these routes anymore. And I suppose, in a sense, that... Yawning! Stop it! Stop the yawning! Stop the insanity! Aw, man, rap! You know what? Let's just do this. Wait, does rap gets canceled out, right, when you switch out? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So, we've already had one transition in our team. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything with Dux, because Dux is not really the kind of nickname that I was hoping for from my team. Dux! Dux! I really have nothing that I can do with that. Of course, out here there's a number of trainers if you wanted to capture some other Pokemon. A pretty useful one that you can catch out here is Drowsy, which of course evolved into Hypno, which is a really good Psychic type for this point in the game. Well, actually for the game period. It's not nearly as fast as Alakazam, but in terms of its psychic, in terms of its special ability, you know, it's awesome. So, you know, I wouldn't hesitate picking one up. Zubat. I thought, oh man, you know what? Pancho is blinded and confused. I think I am going to switch out right now, real quickly, for Arturo. I'll keep Arturo in my party for a little bit while longer. He's not going to be super helpful for too much, but I will keep him just as, you know, the special guy that I have right now, since I don't really have any other kind of special type attacks going on besides Arturo's, or besides Pancho's fire attacks. So I'll just keep him around, just, you know, just for little bits and pieces. But I will eventually get rid of Pancho because, or Arturo. I'm gonna keep Pancho, don't worry. But I will eventually get rid of Arturo because he does not fit as part of the team. And then likewise, when you know, it comes to the end of the game and all we have to have is our team against the Final Four, I'm also gonna put Dux away in the corner because there's no reason for me to like have Dux as a crutch or something in the moment when, oh boy, Nidorino, yikes. At the moment when you know, I'm not gonna want Dux to be part of my champion team. You know, that's kind of just like coattailing to the extreme. You know, that's no fair. Anyway, let's work on Arturo just a little bit. So I don't plan to keep them at the same levels anymore, but I'll mess around with it a little bit. I'm trying to remember what this guy has. Does this guy have a VOLTORB? I honestly can't remember. BELLSPROUT. Oh, this will be easy. I believe, I'm trying to remember how much, it's kind of farther down the road, but if I were to keep Arturo on for longer, he does learn a move called Psy Wave or Psy Beam. I forget which is which. One is basically just a more powerful version of Confusion, and the other one does like this weird range of attack type situation where like it's kind of like Seismic Toss, but it depends on the level of the Pokemon you're attacking. Something weird like that. I don't know, kind of hard to describe, I think. Let's see here. Anyway, I think there's another guy down here where he's like, no, this is the guy who's like, I have never lost. Oh, no. There's like different guys in here who's like, one of them is like, I have never lost a battle. Another one is like, I have never won a battle. And this guy's like, I'm a dude. Poliwag is a water Pokemon. There's a part of me that wants to get a Poliwag in the future for nefarious purposes. I haven't really decided how I'm gonna divvy this whole thing. Oh, Bubble is nothing. Although POLIWAG can learn hypnosis. It's kind of what I didn't want. Shouldn't have mentioned anything. Alright, awaken! Arturo, awaken! Okay. Fortunately, this POLIWAG has very little special attack, so I do have that. It does have that much going for me. POLIWAG actually does evolve again. I know in Gen 2 it can also evolve into Politoad. I forget. Horsey. But for Gen 1, it just goes POLIWAG, Poliwhirl, and then with a Water Stone, kind of like a Moonstone, you can evolve him into Poliwrath, which makes him a dual water fighting type, which is admittedly one of the more unique combinations here in Gen 1. But he doesn't really have any of the stats to match with it. Like, I don't think I've ever used him as part of my regular team. Doesn't mean I couldn't in the future, but I'm definitely not using it for this particular playthrough either. So right now we're just going through a couple other guys. This is the one where it's like, I've never won. Growlithe is also a really awesome Pokemon. It is a very strong fire type with, I think it has like good HP as well. So if you guys are playing Red Edition, I would, oh boy, I forgot about that. I forgot about that badly. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch out as soon as I can right now. VULPIX 2, oh boy. Does VULPIX know Ember at this point? I honestly don't know. And why did I use Tackle? I don't know, because I'm an idiot. Arturo is getting burned. Yeah, let's go back out to Poncho really quickly to finish up this battle. Whew, okay. VULPIX, you know, between Growlithe and VULPIX, I like VULPIX more. Not just because of the speed thing. VULPIX is a little faster, for sure, than Growlithe is. Growlithe is arguably the more powerful one, though, of the two, in both physical attack and special, I believe. I'd have to go back and check the numbers on that. But anyway. Alright, Poncho gained another level. Sweet, good for him. Oh, I forgot to mention, at level 24, Poncho could have learned Rage, but then I opted not to, because Rage just doesn't cut it for me. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back in this area. Here is the dude that we just defeated a little while ago. Anyway, there's a couple more trainers out this way. An escape rope here. I think our escape rope has actually been outdated by Charmeleon learning Dig, but I'm not totally positive on that. Of course, if you try to go to the right, Snorlax is in the way, so we're gonna have to find another way around to there at that point. I'll probably switch Arturo back out for Poncho when he levels up here at this point. Come on, Arturo, yes! Arturo, you are showing your mettle. With a T. With 2 T's! Although if this guy just has 2 Rattatas, that's not a very intimidating team. At least not by this point. You know, we're almost ready to tackle the third gym of this game. Of course, oh, hi. I didn't realize that you had a RATICATE. Now I'm a little bit more scared with Arturo. Just a little bit, not tremendously. Oh man. I thought, okay. Darn, this paralysis is doing nothing. Bugger. Literally, because, you know, Arturo's a bug Pokemon. Ahaha. Anyway, I think Arturo has earned about 10% of its, or 1% of its total XP that it can learn. I'll go ahead and switch back out for I was gonna call him Augie, but yo soy Augie. Estoy confundido. And now we have the Gambler dude who's never lost. Well then, this should be exciting. No. One of these guys out here has a there you are. You're the guy with a Voltorb. Voltorb will actually be able to pick up in the the grassy area after we are done with Vermilion Gym. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the one right before that other cave? What's that other cave called? Man, I'm totally drawing a blank right now, aren't I? Not Mount Moon, but Mount Cave. Cave number 2. The dark one. Man, it's been a while since I played this game. Still pretty fun, though. I'm enjoying it very much. My first loss, sorry. Luck of the draw, just luck. Just keep telling yourself that, dude. So, there are a couple of Professor Oaks' aides who are just out and about in the city. Engineer. We don't see very many of these engineers, I'm surprised. And they're all old. And they all have white mustaches. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Anyway, so a few of Professor Oaks' aides are out and about. Depending on how many Pokemon you've caught, you might be able to utilize them in different ways. One of them is somewhere. Where is he? Where's the one that gives you Flash? Uh-oh. My mind is totally drawing a blank right now. Isn't he like by the Viridian Forest? I forget. Whoa, Magneton! Magneton is an evolved form of Magnemite. However, fortunately, you guys have seen, our basic strategy for dealing with all these electric types is use Dig. Is have Poncho use Dig. That's pretty much our basic strategy right now. It seems to be working just fine. Of course, I don't think there are that many more trainers for us to finish on out here. Maybe you, dude? Maybe me? Maybe you? Who is it? Guess who? One thing that always... You know what? One thing that always bugged me when I was playing Guess Who with my cousin, long time ago, was my definition of bald was different than most people's. Because I was like, if you still got like that hair thing above your ears, whoa, you're using Sonic Boom, that is not good. Sonic Boom does exactly 20 HP every time, regardless of your defense or your level or any of that other stuff. So, especially if you have like a weak Pokemon, that is a huge issue. But anyway, back to Guess Who. You know, my cousin would ask me like, is the person bald? And I would be like, well, he doesn't have any hair on top of his head, but he's still got some hair on the side, you know, like a little bit above his ears, so I'm going to say no. Of course, that totally threw him off, and he would always yell at me when, let's see, I battled that guy, I battled that dude, yep, I battled you, and you. Alright, I think that's everybody out here on this particular route. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now, then, really quickly, is head back up to the Pokemon Center. You know what? I'll just say bye here. So this is Big Mac saying, later. We'll meet up getting ready to go aboard the SSN.